We've got two MLB playoff games on tap, Thursday night football between the Steelers and Bengals, and a full hockey card. It's a monster Thursday slate, so let's not waste any time. This is the Game Day Grind. What's up, sports fans? My name is Chris. Welcome back to Game Day Wagers, and thank you for watching Thursday's episode of the Game Day Grind. Today is Thursday, October 16th, and in today's video, we have a massive slate to break down. We're talking ALCS, Jays, Mariners Game 4. We're talking NLCS, Dodgers, Brewers Game 3. We've got Thursday Night Football and AFC North divisional matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cincinnati Bengals. We're coming out firing with 4 NHL plays on tonight's slate. It's an action-packed slate, and I'm excited about turning you a profit here tonight. Before we get into tonight's action, though, a little bit of a recap from yesterday. We did go 4-2 for plus 2.84 units, which is solid. We're continuing to deliver on our promise of turning a profit for you guys each and every day and the rest of the week as well. If you guys are enjoying the content, please hit the like button. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. If you guys are new around here, please smash the subscribe button. I do not want you to miss on anything going forward. We're covering every sport under the sun. The return of the NBA season is imminent next Tuesday, and I'm excited about delivering some great content in that sport as well. Now, it's a monster Thursday slate, so let's dive right in. To kick things off, we are starting on the diamond. We're talking NLCS Game 3 between the Milwaukee Brewers and Los Angeles Dodgers. Look, I think the Dodgers are absolutely going to win this series. I don't think there's a way back for the Milwaukee Brewers. But if the Milwaukee Brewers do want to stay in this series and avoid an 0-3 hole, they're going to need to find a way to start hitting. That announcement was brought to you by Captain Obvious. Through 2 games, the Brewers have managed just 2 runs and have been dominated at the plate by 2 starting pitchers, combining to pitch 17 of a possible 18 innings. Thankfully for them, the chance to face Tyler Glasnow gives them a great opportunity for their bats to get going. Glasnow has faced the Brewers twice this year already, and as I mentioned in a previous video, the third time around usually favors the batters. Dave Roberts is so scared of his bullpen that he may leave Tyler Glasnow in, no matter how it's going on the bump for him. On the flip side, the Dodgers bats are picking up steam, and whether it's Jacob Misiorowski, Quinn Priester, or Jose Quintana getting extended run on the bump, I don't see it making much of a difference. At home, the Dodgers are going to do the heavy lifting in terms of runs scored, but I do believe the Brewers have what it takes to get off the schneid here and put up a handful of runs of their own. I'm going to lock in the over 7.5 runs at minus 115. From LA, we're going to go to the Pacific Northwest. We're talking ALCS Game 4. Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and lean with my heart in this contest. Look, the Blue Jays' backs were against the wall heading into that Game 3, and the offense lit up the night in Seattle, and I'm once again ready to get hurt on this team, as I believe they can win this series. I mean, how could we not free roll yesterday's win into today's game? The team's feeling great after an offensive outburst. They've got the ageless one Max Scherzer going on the bump, and I don't think there's a better competitor you'd want in this spot than Mad Max. The Mariners are going to counter with Luis Castillo, and he was tagged for 7 hits and 5 runs last time he faced his Toronto team. At this point in the series and deep into this postseason, teams are what they are. We know the Blue Jays are going to win games by mashing the ball. We know their bullpen is shaky, but as we've seen, they can outscore the opposition when it matters most. I'm going to take the Toronto Blue Jays here once again on the money line at plus 122. I think this is far too much value for a team that has the capability of putting up 10 runs in any given night. All right, from the diamond, we're going to go to the gridiron. We're going to get dirty in the AFC North divisional matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cincinnati Bengals on Thursday Night Football. Look, if you look at this game objectively, everything that could go wrong for the Bengals has gone wrong. Their franchise quarterback is injured. Their offensive line play reminds me of this guy. And their defense has been one of the worst units I've seen over the last 5 seasons. And in true Thursday Night Football fashion, I wouldn't put it past them to win this game outright, if not cover the spread. However, I got my eye on the total. We're going over 44 points for a few reasons. First and foremost, this Pittsburgh defense is not what we think it is. They rank 27th in yards per game allowed, and against the pass, they're just as bad, giving up 245 yards per contest. Points-wise, 21.4 is middle of the pack, but they can only bend so much before they break. Defensively for the Bengals, as I mentioned, they are brutal, giving up over 400 yards per game and 30 points per contest as well. They can't stop anyone on third down either. With Flacco having a game under his belt in the Cincy offense and a full week to prepare, they should look somewhat better than they did against Green Bay. They still have playmakers out wide in T. Higgins and Jamar Chase who are game changers. and Flacco's familiarity from his time with Baltimore and Cleveland. I think that should help him, and this will be the weakest Pittsburgh defense he's faced in quite some time. I believe both teams are going to hit the 21-point mark in this contest, and there's a very realistic chance we see at least one defensive touchdown in this game. On Thursday Night Football, crazy things tend to happen, so why not go over 44 points at minus 110? From the gridiron, we're going to go to the ice, starting in Montreal, where the Canadiens are hosting the Nashville Predators. Look, I don't think the Predators are going to give up a touchdown again to the Montreal Canadiens like they did in their last game versus the Toronto Maple Leafs, but I do think we are in store for another high-scoring game. Both teams enter this contest giving up 3 goals per game while scoring 3 goals per game as well. It sounds like the perfect storm. The Canadiens have to be feeling pretty good about themselves after 2 late comeback wins against Chicago and Seattle in back-to-back games. They've scored 8 goals over that stretch. They're playing well. They're getting scoring from up and down the lineup. It's early, I know, but confidence goes a long way. They should have no issues finding the net against a Nashville Predators side that I'm just simply not buying as a good defensive team. And with the Predators having, a handful of skilled elite players up front themselves who have a knack for finding the net, I do believe they're in line for a couple of goals as well. With the line sitting at 5.5, I'm going to happily take the over here at minus 125. From Montreal, we're going to go to Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. We're talking the Winnipeg Jets versus the Philadelphia Flyers. Look, I think the Jets are going to be a serious problem in the Western Conference. And the last time I checked, this isn't the playoffs, so we're likely going to get the good version of Connor Hellebuck. The Jets are playing good team hockey right now. They're effective on the penalty kill, and they're highly efficient with their shots, connecting on 15.4%, which ranks 4th league-wide. Off a win against the Islanders where they put up 5 goals, I expect that offensive outburst to continue here against a bad Philadelphia side that doesn't exactly defend well. So we're going to roll with the better goalie and the hotter offense here. Give me the Winnipeg Jets on the money line at minus 135. And finally, to wrap things up, we got a little bit of a doubleheader out west for you guys. We're going to keep these bets short and sweet for you. We're going over 5.5 goals in the Pittsburgh-Los Angeles contest and over 6 goals in the Hurricanes-Ducks contest. The Canes, they could very well hit 5 goals themselves again in this spot, but the Ducks have enough offense to pitch in. And in the Penguins game, they're going to be fun to watch all season long, scoring goals but failing to keep goals out of their net. I believe this is the perfect storm for both these games to go over the number on a late West Coast night. So again, Pittsburgh, Los Angeles over 5.5 minus 130. Hurricanes, Ducks over 6 minus 115. That wraps up today's episode of the Game Day Grind. Thank you guys so much for watching. To recap our bets for tonight's card, we're covering everything under the sun. We're taking the over 7.5 from the Dodgers Brewers contest. We're taking the Blue Jays on the money line plus 115. We're taking the over 44 points in the Pittsburgh-Cincinnati contest on Thursday Night Football. We're taking over 5.5 Montreal-Nashville. The Jets on the money line minus 135. And Pittsburgh, Los Angeles over 5.5. And Carolina, Anaheim over 6 goals at minus 115. We've got 7 bets coming your way. My promise to you is we will turn a profit tonight. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are tailing, fading, or have any best bets for tonight's card yourselves. Drop a like on the video if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going forward. We'll catch you all tomorrow, same time, same place, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Game Day Wagers YouTube channel. As always, keep grinding and good luck.